one good reason why I should have Blue Cross hospital medical protection.
You're sick. When you need it, you're better off with Blue Cross.
The first step that took U.S. hospitals from a public good to a profitable corporation was health insurance. It was pitched as a great way to make sure you could afford your medical bills if you got sick. And it started with Blue Cross Blue Shield in the 1930s.
$1 million. That's what the new low-cost major protection plan from non-profit Blue Cross of Southern California could be worth to you. Now, if you already have Blue Cross protection where you work, you never have to worry about being wiped out, forced into debt by hospital and doctor bills.
My husband and I have had Blue Cross and Blue Shield for 33 years, and with a family of 8, it's been a lifesaver.
After that, employers started handing out health insurance too. It was clear that there was a demand in the market, and the healthcare industry noticed. But what started as a way to protect people from the cost of getting hospitalized ended up being the exact reason why hospitals are so hungry for profits today. Exactly like how college tuition skyrocketed after student loans started getting more popular. When you're taken out of the buying process, when all you're worried about is the cost of insurance or the deductible you have to pay, you don't care how much an IV costs, you don't care how much a broken arm costs, my insurance will take care of it. When all you're worried about is how much your monthly payment is going to be to pay off your student loan, you're not as invested in how much a single class or textbook costs. So colleges and hospitals can get away with raising prices because you're not going to notice. And just a few decades later in 1955, the percentage of Americans who had health insurance grew from 10% to more than 60%. So more insurance companies kept popping up, hoping to cash in on this lucrative market. By 1965, President Johnson established Medicare and Medicaid, government-funded health insurance to make it more affordable.
The Harry S. Truman Library at Independence, Missouri is the scene of an historic event. President and Mrs. Johnson and Vice President Humphrey arrive for ceremonies that will make the Medicare bill a part of Social Security coverage.
But the for-profit insurance market didn't slow down. If anything, it sped up. And by now, hospitals wanted a piece of the pie too. Enter for-profit hospitals. And it didn't take long for these new types of money-making hospitals to start taking over the industry. One of the first of these for-profit hospital chains was HCA, which bought their first hospital in 1968. The company actually borrowed the idea from Holiday Inn, the chain that took over the travel industry.
We got the idea to do this thing from seeing what Holiday Inns 10 years before had done in changing basically the travel industry.
Here's how it would work. For-profit hospitals would go into small towns that had one large hospital serving the community, and they would set up shop there. The thought process was that this would generate competition by giving people choices, which meant lower prices and improved care. It sounded like a dream come true, right? The for-profit hospitals told everyone they had better management, better fundraising abilities, and better services than their non-profit competitors. That's how they attracted patients. After all, who wouldn't want that? And it was probably true when they had actual competition. By the mid-80s, 1 out of every 7 hospitals in America was for-profits. And now it was time to rake in the dough.